first part of the show is just me airing out my pits.
And welcome to the Stream of Conscious podcast. I am your host.
Oh, this is my turn. You did last time.
All
Son
right.
of a bitch.
Go ahead.
All right. What, do you have good ones?
No.
All right, well, I'll do it. All right, welcome back to Stream of Consciousness podcast. This is Joel Candy Cane Cox. I am Joe Snowballs Stout. And this is Jingle All Dwayne, our special guest of the day. See what I did there?
That was nice.
That was a good one.
Some preemptive thought into that one. A little proud of myself, not gonna lie. Alright, this is our Christmas episode.
Guess what just arrived?
Ho ho ho. Son of a...
The
Too
new
little, too late.
equipment.
Too little,
You
too
want me
late.
to?
No, don't worry about it.
No.
They don't steal stuff around here.
I was gonna say there's kids upstairs.
They know better.
The audience has no idea what's going on right now. All the equipment that we need to do the show just
all the new equipment for
all the
the
new
show.
equipment. Alright, well, next episode is going to be amazing now. Everybody, expectations are through the roof for the next time. Is it just is this all stuff for the live episodes, or is it stuff
It's
for
stuff.
just all?
It's stuff to make us a better podcast.
How could it possibly be better than all of this?
Well, there's a new mixer, so we'll all have lavalier microphones that
Nice.
we can clip on. So that will make
I
that
gotta
sound better.
wear my microphone now?
Mhm.
That seems like so much more work.
And
I want better pay.
okay.
What are we making right now?
Well, Dwayne's getting paid a Happy Meal to help us with the episodes.
He's getting scale.
Yeah.
I'm not even on the pay.
So,
We actually are losing money doing this episode is what's going on.
it's all coming in my pocket, so who cares?
Alright, what do we got to talk about?
Um,
Something Christmassy, something festive.
oh, you mean like this ugly sweater that I'm
Like
wearing?
something exactly like that ugly sweater. Yes. That is gorgeous. That is what Christmas looks like.
Yep.
That's
I made it myself.
you can hardly tell.
It's supposed to be an ugly sweater, and it's an ugly sweater.
You have accomplished. Yes. It lights up and everything. You got the Christmas lights going on from the corners there. And little now the eyes, they jiggle like
Yeah.
if you jiggle, you do the truffle shuffle. All right, give me something ho ho hoey to talk about.
Let's see. So, Christmas shopping. Have you done it yet?
We have to start like super duper early because I have 4 kids. So
Hi,
here's
Annie.
the thing, I don't. Hi, Annie. I don't do Christmas shopping. Like we don't do it for each other. Like we do only for the kids. So like we don't get anything Christmas gift wise. I can't tell you the last. I mean, it's always something, but it's like first of all, Sarah's the worst gift giver ever. If no matter what it is that I want, like I wanted one year because I always do like birthday cakes and stuff for the kids. For their birthdays, I make like crazy wild, not just like cakes. Like I make like I cut them and form like I do Cake Boss style cakes.
Kind of
Like, I
sounds
do-
like cake wars type of
Yeah,
stuff.
like,
Oh,
I really
you
go-
have no
Nice.
clue.
I go above and beyond. Like I've made Princess Castle. It was monstrous. I've made Lightning McQueen. I've made Dragon. It's like a dinosaur thing. But I did Minecraft one time. Where it was like a whole Minecraft village, and it was I had water and the grass and the mountain. It was really cool. So one year I was like, what I really want is like a cake decorating kit because I'm kind of like I'm making all this stuff, but I'm making it with like forks and knives.
Right.
The same stuff you have inside your kitchen is what I'm using to make these things with. I don't have any special equipment to do it. So I was like, I really want like a cake, like a decorating set. You know, like the pastry bag and all the different knobs and all the all the fun stuff to work with. And what I got was 4 caps, no bag to put them in, but the pastry caps, and that's it. Like Merry Christmas. Like it's not just that; it's like everything she gives is very not. It's like almost what you want, but not at all. It's like whenever you were a kid and you told your mom you want a new pair of Jordans, and she brought you home a pair of Velcro McGregors.
Right.
That's basically how she gives. Like she just
Nice
doesn't
new
have that
shoes.
confidence. Yeah, that's. She got them from the Kmart, but they were having a sale. But yes, but we don't do. We just really get just for the kids because by the time we buy for them, money's gone and there's really nothing. So if we do anything for each other, it's more of like a thoughtful kind of thing where we put some thought into it. I did one year. I just bought a wide picture frame. Took the cardstock and did pictures of each of the kids, me, her, and each of the kids, and just like cut it out to look like my last name's Stout, so it said the Stouts,
Oh, okay.
and it was just a picture of the kid, and cost me maybe $20, and that was like my only gift to her, and she opened it up and she was like, and I'm like, if you cry, I swear to God, I'm taking it back. But yeah, we don't do a lot of gift giving, but we start shopping early on. We actually got kind of a late start this year, though. I didn't do a ton of. I still have a lot of shopping to do. Like, there's still a lot that needs to be done, but I'm not. We shop up until Christmas Day. Like it just had. And here's the thing: is if there's money to be spent, whether it's money we have or just credit available on a credit card, so we can dig ourselves further into debt because we really enjoy being poor, Sarah will spend it. She will find a way to make that money go away. Not for everything. She's fine the rest of the year. As soon as Christmas hits, then all of a sudden, like, she becomes one of the Who's in Whoville and has to like just go nuts on all of it. Me, and I'm like over there, like just being the grumpy one, going, "We still have to pay rent and things like that." And so we don't do a lot of. We do too much Christmas shopping, and then I just sit there, and eventually my heart grows 3 times its size, and then me and my dog Max return all the gifts to all the Who's in Whoville.
I do all my shopping online. Amazon's one thing.
No kidding. You don't strike me as the type of guy who goes to the store like to buy, other than like toilet paper. And do you buy your toilet paper online?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's on my to-do list.
Well, the thing is, though, like 2 days shipping, don't have to talk to people, and it's in stock. I went around looking for a laptop last week. That's horrible. Because nobody ever has what they say they have in stock.
Do you do Black Friday shopping?
Sometimes.
I
I do.
cannot.
I do lazy Black Friday shopping.
No. You see, more of a Cyber Monday thing, huh?
No. I look for places that have stuff that nobody will go to, like Staples and Kensington, and I'll buy stuff there if it's on sale.
Why is Staples in Kensington? Is it like just a crappy Staples?
No, it's actually a very nice Staples, but no one goes there.
Oh, it's just kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah.
I didn't get that reference.
I do the actual, even lazier Black Friday shopping where I just go after the masses have gone in and tore apart the stores. And I'm like, well, whatever's left, I'll find something for somebody and hopefully can make it work out.
I don't think I've ever gone Black Friday shopping. My older brother's one of those guys that like and I don't know if he did it this year, but he literally will like camp out all night long in front of Best Buy. Just for as soon as they open up the doors, he's one of those maniacs running in, running over little old ladies just to get the 55-inch TV for $100 less or something. I've done
By
that.
the way, I have a question for you.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Fire away.
So we went to your sister's for dinner.
For Thanksgiving, yeah.
Was that your brother Dave?
Yes. Have you never met my brother Dave?
Supposedly I did once, but I don't remember it.
That's wild. Well, how long ago has it been since you met him? Because he might be bigger now since the last time you met him. Because he's put on some weight.
Because I was like, I think it's just brother Dave.
Yes, I can't believe I didn't, like, I never even thought, like, I just assumed, like, my family's your family, like, you just know everybody. But, yeah, that's
no.
Dave.
I like
Because I know you know James very well.
Oh, yeah.
Which, we haven't seen James. I don't know if he's coming in for Christmas or not. He went to California. He may possibly be dead. He might have woke up in a tub of ice.
Missing 1 or 2 kidneys.
Yeah. Won't respond to text messages, and maybe he's watching the show. If he is, this is video, right?
Mm-hmm. And,
Well, I can't do that? Can we
Well,
blur it out?
no, you can't.
Just censor it.
It's too late now.
Damn, it's just done. I can do whatever I want. I can say anything I want now, too. You can't stop me. We're live.
That is true.
Yeah. That sweet little old lady that I work with is probably watching this right now, and she's going to be so disappointed in me. Alright, so what about you? Did you do all your Christmas shopping? Are you done with your... what are you doing over there? We're filming!
I'm talking to one of our fans.
Be professional! You'll get back to them later. We don't need that.
Tell Joe to talk louder.
Am I not
Talk
talking loud
louder.
enough? Now everybody else has to talk louder. Alright. Is that okay? Is that a good spot for that? I just totally ruined the show. I mean, I probably just unplugged the microphone.
Well, we probably want to get closer then.
Yeah,
The rest of the show will be doing
Bunch
sign
in.
language.
I know, right?
That's all the sign language I know. And actually some of that was wrong.
Of course it was.
Tuesday? You have mapped out when you finish your shopping?
Well, I make all the orders, and then I just have to come in.
So you've done all your shopping. You just have to.
No, I've done half my shopping. The other half I have to finish.
I'm so confused with what your system is.
I buy stuff online, Joe, and once I make the order, it will be here.
So you've already done the shopping. You're just waiting
No.
for the receiving.
I've not done the shopping yet. I'm doing the shopping.
Then, damn it, how do you know it's gonna be done on Tuesday?
It takes like 5 minutes to order stuff.
What if it's sold out?
It will be sold out.
I've
Who do
done.
you shop for?
Tara, Kristen, her family, my parents, and I try to make dark deals with everybody else and not buy me gifts. So I have to buy them gifts. And you and I have had the deal since 2002.
I didn't know we even had a deal. I just wasn't buying you things. I'm glad that I could do that for you. I'm getting you the same thing this year as I got you last year. Nothing. And I expect the same return. Now can you hear me? Am I talking loud enough now? Did nobody hear the last 5 minutes of conversation? We have to wait 12 seconds for Andy to let us know whether or not the show's going okay.
She said me, so I'm guessing we have to buy Annie a gift.
No, we're not buying Annie a gift. She's going to be real mad about that in 12 seconds.
10. It's actually down to 10 seconds now.
Oh. High-speed internet. Thank you, Fios. Quit
Way
staring at us on the screen. Talk about something. Give me something here.
I was reading the comments. Okay.
Ignore the comments.
Next question.
Dun, 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 dun,
Winter driving.
What am I driving?
No, winter driving.
Winter driving. This is kind of like, this is a touchy one for me because now that I'm back on deliveries, delivering furniture again, I have to drive this monster 27-foot truck no matter what the weather is, because we start our day at 6 in the morning, and the people who decide whether we do or do not.
I'm getting a Christmas present, and you're not from Annie.
I'm sure, but I changed religions for this.
Oh,
Does that
Annie,
affect that?
question. Is Chinese a religion?
No, Annie, statement. Chinese is a religion. I'm celebrating New Year's on the 1st. Don't ask. She's not true Asian. She's bad Asian. She's Twinkie. You're Oreo, she's Twinkie.
Whoa, we're getting a little racist here.
That's fine by me. You can't say nothing about it because I'm Asian. I'm Chinese now, so I'm allowed to say these things. I'm true Asian. What's white on the outside and yellow on the inside? Snowmen. No, that's not it. That didn't even make sense. I'm not worried about what
Oh my
anyone
God, was what she replied. So I'm guessing the answer is no.
I don't even know what we're talking about at this point.
Hey, Andy, if you want, call in.
That'll help eliminate a lot of it.
Chinese is not a religion, and I'm ABC. A bad
ABC?
Chinese.
A bad Chinese. That's no Twinkie. I'm going with Twinkie. 'Tis said and shall be so. Peace be with you and also with you. Moving on.
Winter driving.
What was the winter driving? I got to drive in this monster truck in the snow, and the people that decide whether or not it's too bad for us to be out on the road don't come into work until like 8 o'clock. So I'm already at like 3 deliveries deep. My day's already started. I've already wrecked and killed 3 people before they decide that we shouldn't be out working. Aside from that, like in my own personal car, I don't really mind driving in the snow so much, except for I had a lady cut in front of me, and I fender bendered her. And it messed up my my windshield spray juice.
Hi, Annie.
Stuff. Say something mean. I double dog dare you.
Chinese is not a religion. I'm
Chinese?
not buying you a present. It was meant for Joel.
Fine. I don't want a present. Chinese is a religion. And it's at least a way of belief of living. I'm not celebrating New Year's until April.
Buddhism is a religion.
Fine, then Buddhist can be Chinese too if he wants. He can be whatever he wants in this day and age. Trump's America. Or something. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Do you celebrate New Year's in April?
It's actually in February this year.
What? Oh, man. Alright, I'm not Chinese anymore. I'm out.
It keeps moving.
Well, how does that work?
Well, because the Chinese calendar is more accurate than the standardized one that we use.
That's a little bit arrogant of you, first of all.
It's true.
How is it more accurate?
Because it goes by like the moon phases and like the changing of the season and like the orbit of the Earth and all that other crap.
So what you're saying is we're gonna have April weather in February this year.
I don't
Probably,
think that's
yeah.
how that works.
Yes, she said yes. All right, I'm back to Chinese because I like warm weather. Why am I not getting a present? Hypothetically, Annie, if you were to buy me a present, what would you buy me?
I don't know. I think I would first ask you what you would want.
You're not supposed to ask. That takes all like the fun out of it. You're supposed to just like.
Well, I have an idea what to buy Joel only because of
We've lost Annie.
You're
She just
breaking
drove
up.
through a tunnel.
Yeah, you drove through a tunnel or something.
I think we have too
Can
many
you hear
guests
me?
now.
Now we can.
Crystal
Okay.
clear.
No, I have an idea what I want to buy Joel because it's something that he needs and I think he would love it.
Well, let's not ruin the surprise. That's for next episode. Is this going to air before Christmas? Oh, this is our live
It's
one. We're doing
airing
this right
now.
I get so confused with this. I don't know where we are anymore. It only airs now depending on the phases of the moon
No.
and
it
the
airs
weather
now.
and the change of the season.
It's
Joel,
airing now.
Damn it.
We're
you
in
just,
now.
With a 10-second sentence.
you don't. 10 seconds if you're in America, but in China,
Everywhere.
it's going to be. No, not until February.
It's everywhere, Joe.
Joel, you just don't understand.
I set this up. I know when it's airing.
I think you lost a light bulb on your sweater.
Nope.
No, you're all good.
You got it. It goes through a cycle. I actually had a meeting for Toastmasters, and I was wearing the sweater, and the woman running the meeting was like, "I'm sorry, I got distracted by the sweater."
And are you watching the show right now, or are you out and about doing something?
Well, I was watching the show, but since I can't see what you guys are doing right now.
Is Joel's sweater too distracting for the show?
Kind of, because you're just focusing on him, even though you're listening. Like, let's say you were talking, I was listening to what you were saying, but I was staring at.
And Joel's
The
sweater.
Joel sweater.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Yeah,
The sweater's boss.
I'm being upstaged by your sweater.
And you can wear it until February.
What?
Right. Till New Year's.
Till New Year's, which is in February this year.
Well, Ted, I'm wearing an ugly sweater that I made for work. That's what the fuck I'm wearing.
Get with the program.
So, what are
Chad.
you guys doing for New Year's?
Celebrating Valentine's Day. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about the Americans over here, but that's my game plan.
We're gonna head at a friend's house, and hopefully not get hit by anything crazy.
I do the same thing every year for New Year's. I'm gonna sit around my house and have like one beer and then fall asleep at 8:30. That's how it's gonna go. Like I don't do anything fun. I think like we're supposed to eat like a pretzel or something. I don't know. Like we don't have. Do you guys have any? Do you do any New Year's tradition, Joel?
Well,
Do you do the New Year's pretzel? I'd never heard about that until like a handful of years ago.
well, Kristen does the New Year's pretzel. I'm along for the ride. I myself don't have New Year's traditions, other than hanging out with my wife. For New
Wayne, what do
Year's.
you do for New Year's?
Don't you people
Stop
eat like
making
cabbage
the
or something?
You people?
What do you mean, you people?
Like white
You,
people?
you people, yeah. You white people.
She
Well, I'm
means you,
out.
Joel.
I'm out. Well, I know
Like
there's-
ham and cabbage? Yeah, actually.
Well,
yeah.
I
there's-
don't know.
Well, there's kielbasa you're supposed to eat on New Year's Day. I know that.
You're supposed to. Yeah, we do pork or something. I think it's
Mhm.
like the.
Ham is pork.
Ham and cabbage? I mean,
What,
you
Annie,
can eat that.
being new to the Chinese religion, what do we do for New Year's? I need some
In
guidance.
February?
Tara
Yes,
said-
in February.
Tara,
we do.
Tara said your New Year's is lame.
My New Year's is lame. Oh, yeah, my New Year's is it's in January. Well, February we're gonna rock out. As soon as Annie tells me what we do. What do we do for New Year's, Annie?
So we have dinner with our family usually, and then we burn fake money to our ancestors,
I've heard of this before.
and
It goes up to
we
the
make like
heavens.
all kinds of different food, like duck and stuff like that, and like this rice noodle thing.
Do you eat the
and
whole
then we-
duck or just the eyeballs?
I don't eat the duck's head.
Just the
Right.
feet.
My parents probably do.
All right, so I'm gonna burn some.
By the way,
money and
the question came up again, Annie. What's in dragon tea?
A lot of different root and bark from different trees and plants.
I've never even heard of dragon tea.
Annie's mom makes us tea. When Annie gets sick, she gives the tea, and she feels better. So I've been calling it dragon tea for the past, 6 years.
That's a little
Yeah.
racist of you. That's super offensive, Joel. That's not the kind of podcast we're running here. Okay?
Compared to what you said the past 20 minutes.
All right, so February what? When do we celebrate?
I honestly don't know. I need to look at a Chinese calendar.
Man, you are a bad Asian.
Oh.
How do you feel about winter driving, Annie?
I really suck at driving in general, because I'm Asian. And then, secondly, I
This
just
show
I
is
don't
so
like driving.
offensive.
But I have an all-wheel drive SUV, so that kind of makes me feel a little more secure.
We put silver out on the window. I kind of went back a couple steps there, but my mom used to do, for some reason, you always put money on the windowsill New Year's Eve, and then you bring it in after New Year's Day. That way you have money from silver. It has to be something silver.
I know what I do for New Year's. I watch the clock change. That's my tradition.
Do you count down with Dick Clark?
I just count down and watch the clock change.
Dick Clark counting down, it was like 3 years ago or something, where like it was going 10, 9, and he's like 7, 5, 16, 3. Like he was so far off, it was ridiculous and
Is
embarrassing.
he still alive?
I think he's still alive, but
Barely.
he's not doing.
He's not
New
doing
Year's
that
Eve
show.
anymore. Yeah, no, it's what's his face? Ryan Seacrest does it now.
Seacrest out.
Seacrest out.
Was that last year? Mariah Carey
Yeah.
was on there, just drunk out of her mind, trying to say there was
In her
audio
defense,
issues.
It was audio issues and the teleprompter was down. That's her story.
She should still know her song. I mean, like, I do remember that. That was a good one last year.
Yeah.
All right. There's something there.
Christmas movies. What must you watch every year?
Die Hard.
Die
Yes.
Hard.
Die Hard, the best Christmas movie of all
Yep.
time.
For me, it's Die Hard and Bad Santa.
I actually do. I keep going back to the Grinch thing, but the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey, I love that movie. I do. I watch that every year. Christmas carols drive me bonkers, though. I cannot handle Christmas songs because they start so early on that I'm insane with them by the time they roll around. There's like 2 Christmas songs I actually like, but even those, like, I just can't.
So in the first floor where I work, there's a candy shop. I'll get ice cream there. I'll get a brownie sundae. Because I don't get ice cream now, and life is great. So I went down there the one day, and they're playing "Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow." They played a song, and then "Let It Snow, Let It Snow" again. I'm like, that's not right. That's way too close.
See, there's so many remakes of. There's only like 10 Christmas songs.
It was the
but
same exact song.
Everybody remakes all these songs. So even like at
Have
my
you-
work, you hear them over and over and over.
Did you remember that Christmas donkey song?
No.
Dominic the Christmas
Yes.
Donkey? Yes, I've heard that.
No.
I just heard about this last week. It's a song about Dom the Christmas donkey because he takes Christmas presents up the mountain because the reindeers can't go up the mountain. They can fly. And you're telling me some donkey can make it and the reindeer can't? That's crap. And Baby It's Cold Outside, that's a rapey song.
That is a very,
That's one of my 2.
very rapey
That's
song.
one of the 2 songs I actually like. It is. It's flirty. It's not rapey. It's not forceful.
Well,
What are you doing on the phone? She's. Let's just eavesdrop. Let's let the whole rest of the show just be Annie making noises on the phone.
I am so sorry. I was getting dressed, okay?
That brings up a couple questions. What were
I had taken a shower and I was getting dressed.
you visualizing this? Okay.
Karen wants to know which
That's it.
Christmas song
Yeah.
gets on your nerves the most.
Which one gets on? Actually, there's a song, Marshmallow World. I'd never heard it in my entire life until I started working at the furniture store. And it came on the radio, and I was like, I like this. This is a good song. And one of the guys I work with was like, no, you don't. And I'm like, pretty sure I do. It's a really cool song. And it's the Rat Pack. What's his name? Dean Martin sings it. So I was like, I really dig this song, and then they played it about a gajillion times, and now anytime Marshmallow World comes on the radio, I want to shoot myself in the face because it got played out way, way, way too much. Annie, what's your favorite Christmas song? Annie's still getting changed.
Well, I don't really have a classic Christmas song that I like.
Favorite
I like the one.
Caramels.
I like the,
What is it?
I like "Oi to the World" by No Doubt.
Oi to the World by No Doubt. Okay.
I'm guessing it's a
what's
punk song.
what's Christmas in Hollis?
What?
Christmas
What?
in Hollis.
I don't know that one.
Yes, you do. It's Run DMC, I believe.
Oh, okay. Now that you say that. Yeah.
I jammed out
But, you know, there's always DMX singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
there. Yes, DMX, one of my favorite Christmas carolers of all time. You know who actually is? It's surprisingly they do a lot of Christmas stuff, but they're a really good band that they don't get acknowledged for it. Is Hanson, Bop. The Bop guys are amazing. No, listen, listen.
No.
The Bop guys are awesome.
If you're a 12-year-old girl in 1995.
No. They are such a good band. Like they have a lot of really good music.
The
and they
words
do
you're
a lot of
saying,
Christmas
I
stuff.
understand. But when you put in that sentence, it doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
telling you, man. Listen to Hanson's Christmas songs. If you like Christmas songs, even any of their music, because actually they're really a talented band. But they came out with the Bop and what was the other one that they had that was like.
Crap.
And that's what I'm saying is like they got a bad rep right out of the gate.
'Cause
And
it's
they're-
crap!
But they're actually a really good band.
We'll wait till Dwayne gets back. He's a music guy. Hold on.
You know, yeah, we lost the music guy
We had a
right in
phone
the middle of music. We're having music history class, Annie.
Okay, Joe, that sounds wonderful.
All right, moving on.
Wait, what?
No,
What
never
about
mind.
history
It's all right.
class?
We're just filling in for you. We've lost our entire.
Let's see. Trophies.
Trophies?
Mhm.
Like in Christmas trophies?
Have you ever won a trophy?
No, and now I'm kind of sad about it because I never thought about it before, but I can't think of a single thing I've ever won ever.
What about those ones you get when you like run little 5Ks and it's like a participation ribbon or something like that?
No, well, I don't. I run, but I run like on my own. I don't even run. I don't run like.
So tip
With a
was
group.
the clear as alcohol what you're drinking, because we all know Bob is crap.
No, I'm not saying. First of all, Bop is not a bad song. Second of all, I'm not saying that Bop was a great song. I'm saying Hanson is an unrecognized great band.
By
That's what I'm
recognized
saying.
great band, you mean crap band. but
No,
yes.
they're not a crap band. They're really good. Hanson's good. Just because they look
Dwayne,
like.
Hanson, yay or nay?
Hanson, dude, I'll tell you what, man. They had some tunes back in the day. And I'm sorry, I had to take that call. I know you guys invite me down here, and I'm just
No.
it was about my rap. But they had some good songs, and my cousin actually, whose husband I was just speaking to, is still a big fan of them, and she went and saw them a year or two ago and said that they crushed it. I mean, like they like. I listened to them back in the day. I had their first album. I ain't gonna lie. And for what it was, I mean, it was good. Am I gonna sit around and
I'll
listen
accept
to them
your
now?
apology anytime you're ready.
No, but I'll
I
tell
will
you
never
what. Like,
apologize for it.
I'm just saying
hey.
Hanson's a good band.
Okay, is it better than Shaq Diesel?
oh, man, I just now like
Who?
Shaq,
Shaq.
Diesel.
the Shaq Fu, Shaquille O'Neal.
No, I
His
haven't
first
heard-
album?
I haven't heard
Oh.
any of his stuff though. No, we're talking
I mean,
apples
they
and
don't-
oranges here.
Yeah,
though,
I was
because-
gonna say that's a totally different genre, and I mean, and nobody drops the bombs like Shaq Fu. I mean,
I didn't know that Shaq did music.
he did an album. I
Oh,
think it was like one of his first couple years after he came
what's
into
your
the
favorite
NBA.
line about the Statue of Liberty?
Oh, he's like, he's like, I lean on the Statue of Liberty when I get tired. Then I punch her in the stomach. I don't give a heck. And then some dude in the background's like, "Yo, Shaq, man, why'd you do that?" He's like, "Cause she breathed on my neck." Like, so it's like, it was literally like it was one of those things. It's almost like that movie, The Room. Now, like that. James Franco did that kind of like a documentary thing about.
I just watched Room last Friday.
Okay, well, so you know how awful that movie is? I kind of have, like, the same inkling that, like, Shaq Fu is like a musical equivalent of like the Room album. Like he put so much into that, and at the time he had to be so proud and just like, this is a great body of work I've presented to the world. And now, like, people were just like,
It's like when William Hung sings "When She Bangs," right?
exactly. Like he's giving it his all and thinking he's doing great, and he's like, everybody's responding, but it's not really the responses that he thinks he's getting. Yeah.
Delusions of grandeur.
But Hanson, yeah, they're good, man. I'm
See?
sorry, they're good. They're
all
solid,
I'm saying.
and they've had a career for 20-some years.
I respect Wayne's opinion.
Okay, and it's
Well, I
a
don't
similar
agree.
thing. I liken them to like Vanilla Ice. Okay, Vanilla Ice came
But
out.
he was
Ice
good.
Ice. Yes, no, but he was a one-hit wonder, and then he disappeared. But if you listen to his stuff, when he
Ninja
came
Rap?
back- okay, yeah. So one-hit wonder, Vanilla Ice, Ice
No,
Ice Baby. And that's
no,
it.
I'm not stand here and you be real ninja rap.
Ninja Rap. No, that's not the same. Anyways, his stuff when he came back out as just under Rob Van Winkle's his name. When he came out as Rob Van Winkle and he's actually a really talented boy, and it's very different than Ice Ice Baby. Like he has a totally different feel to his stuff, but he's a really talented guy that never was able to recover from that that persona that he
He builds
created.
houses. What are you talking about?
Well, in
Yeah,
between,
he has to build houses now, Joel. He was
He's a
a
house flipper.
famous rapper, and now he flips houses.
and in between coming back in that, he actually had a like death metal group. I don't know if you're
No, I
aware
never
of this.
heard that.
Back in like '99, 2000, he actually toured with like it kind of sounding like Korn, like Slipknot,
No
like
kidding.
harder like that. And you would think, oh well, hey, Rob Van Winkle's still at it, and yes, he was still at it because all they did was death metal versions of his Vanilla Ice songs. So this dude reinvented himself a multitude of times, and now he just flips
Vanilla
houses.
Ice
He
was
just has
there
not been able
jamming
to-
in fourth grade.
He's what?
He was there jamming in fourth grade.
Yeah, I wore one of those tapes out. I had that tape, and just I wore that thing out, and I listened to the whole. It wasn't just Ice Ice Baby. It was Stop That Train. It was everything on that. Like that was a solid effort.
Every time Under Pressure comes on the radio, though, a tiny part of me goes, "Please be Ice Ice Baby. Please be Ice Ice
Same
Baby."
here.
And then it's Under Pressure, and then like, you get that bittersweet where you're like, "Oh," but it's also really a good song.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know. I have to check out some of his other stuff. Though I didn't.
And-
Was he Rob Van Winkle when he?
He was actually just going as Ice, and I ain't even gonna lie. Like I didn't want to bring this part into the conversation. I saw him at Laga back in the day. He was down there with a few other
I
bands.
saw him at the place you don't like in South and
There's a lot of places.
No.
I like. Oh, Metropole.
no the church
Oh, Altar Bar.
Altar Bar. We
Yeah,
saw
but
Altar Bar a few years back.
Did you see the? Was it the metal version? Was he performing? Because when I saw him, it was actually pretty solid. It was weird and it was different and it was definitely crazy, but it was interesting to see like an artist like do a totally different interpretation
Yes.
of his own songs, and yeah, I might.
Well, he probably gets sued every time that song comes on. He's super duper ripped off Queen, man.
Well, he put that extra ting in the
Ding,
back.
yeah.
Dum,
Ding,
dum,
ding,
dum,
ding,
dum,
ding,
dum,
ding,
dum.
ding.
Yeah,
That makes it totally different.
that's what you have to listen for when it comes on the radio.
You know
so
what? It put him on the map though. Like people know his name. Everybody knows who Vanilla Ice is, and
Yep.
the only reason you know who he is because
Ninja Rap.
Yeah, because
Ninja Rap.
I concede. All right. All right. Give me something else to talk about.
The difference between you and me when we argue, I don't relent. You eventually give up.
No matter how wrong you are.
You do the same thing.
Sometimes. When are we building our life-size drone? Okay, yeah, keep making that noise. That's gonna make me want to do it less.
So how many trophies you won again?
How many No trophies? No, that's I haven't done it. No
I've been
trophies.
on a tear at work. Because like last year I won the trophy for fantasy football, which I never played before. That was a fluke.
That's wild that you of all people won a fantasy football
Trophy. I don't know.
Trophy.
I won the regular season, not the playoffs. But I won a trophy for my chili last like 2 months ago. And then I won that. Well, I didn't really win. I kind of earned the trophy. Well,
That's winning.
going to Philly, I was told I couldn't make the Philly by 5 o'clock. So it became a challenge. So Annie made me a trophy, and if I got there before 5, I got the trophy 4:38.
Would you make him a trophy out of, Annie?
A real trophy. It's a real trophy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lie.
Joel, where do you have it? Is it in your house
It's actually at work. It's at work with the other trophies I have at work.
A trophy case at work?
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I have a participation trophy from Toastmasters. So I've got like 4 trophies at work.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. One time at work, we were selling, when I was working at the restaurant, we had a contest to sell the most onion rings, and I won that, but we didn't really get anything for it. I think I got like a free lunch.
What
or
about
something.
certificates?
Gift certificates?
No, certificates. Like, in elementary school, they just give certificates for stupid crap.
I couldn't tell you if I have anything. I have something for some certification class I did for the restaurant a while ago.
Have one for
I'm CPR certified.
That's
That
what
counts for
certificate.
something. That's
There's
it.
a certification.
Do you have one for flag football
No.
or for surfing?
No.
You know what I'm referencing?
Do you have one?
No. Do you know what I'm referencing though?
No.
I'm gonna get you sucker.
I don't remember that. I never saw it.
Well, Damon Wayans goes to war and comes back. He's got all these medals and stuff. And they get this firefight. He's like, I thought you were in a war. He goes, no, this one's for paper clip football. This one's for surfing. He held all these awards for nothing worthwhile.
Now I want to watch that movie, Joel.
It's a good one.
Awesome.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I'll put it on my to-do list.
It's awesome. What else we got here? Well, we already talked about the sweater contest. Because
Gift wrapping. Do you gift wrap?
I'm a gift wrapping machine.
I figured you either were going to be one side of the fence or the other. Like, I knew
I
you
don't
were
like-
whatever.
I don't like doing it. If you notice whenever we go to your birthday parties for your children, they get bags.
Yeah, you don't wrap anything. That's right.
No, I do wrap stuff for Christmas because I have to. But if I have a choice between wrapping and not wrapping, it's not getting wrapped.
See, I hate wrapping, and I purposely. You know how
This
like
table here, actually, this is my Christmas setup usually. I've got actually a box somewhere that has like 8 different types of wrapping paper, and I've got like a couple bows, and I got like special tape. And it's like a convention. And I do all this measurement when I do it. It's like craziness. I'm like,
I can't stand it. I hate it, and I think a lot of it just because it's overwhelming. Because with all of the gifts that we have for the kids and stuff, we have to. I mean, like it's a whole event. Like we end up just wrapping and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping for so long that I don't care what it is. If you do anything continuously enough, then you're gonna go, this sucks. I don't want to do it anymore. Like you just finally get tired of it, and that's where like I put stuff and I'm just like flop 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 done tape, and I push it aside, and I'm just over with it as quick as I can. You can tell when I wrap a gift because it is like corners that are hanging out. I don't care if the underside of the wrapping paper is showing through. Like I put 0 effort into it. I kind of close it up and tape it as quick as I can, and then just shove it aside. Some people really. Andy, do you like gift wrapping?
I'm sorry, it's gonna get really windy sounding, but yes, I actually do like gift wrapping, but there's like crap that you can't stick in or like wrap, so then I have to shove it into a bag and then I feel bad.
see, I throw stuff in boxes and then wrap it.
That's why you never gift a basketball. Do you do a lot of gift wrapping, or do you get out of it?
No,
You don't have a girlfriend.
I have to. I can't wrap anything. I will if I get things for her. I attempt to wrap them. Usually, I'll wrap 1 or 2 things because I kind of shop for her in increments. The rest of the things that I purchase later on, I'm that dude at the little kiosk at the mall. Like, yo, can you people wrap this stuff? Like, and then anything that we buy jointly for
You didn't
friends,
even buy this at
family.
the mall, sir.
Yeah, I bring stuff in like in my backpack. I'm like, yo, why are you wrapping that one thing I bought here? Can you wrap? You know?
This looks
See,
handmade.
the nice thing is Amazon for an extra couple bucks, they'll wrap it for you.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
I did not know that.
it's a little expensive, but if I was made of money, I'd
Probably
be doing
worth
that all day long.
See, there's too many gifts for us to do something like that. I couldn't afford to. If it was 10 cents a gift, I would go broke doing it. So. Yeah, I don't. But like my thing is also like I try to push it all off on her. But I think like a lot of it stems from my mom was one of those people where like she hated gift wrapping also. So like if we would get any kind of gifts, like it would be wrapped in a Walmart grocery bag. Like it was just tied into a knot and there you go. Like that's what you got. Nothing was ever gift wrapped at our house. Next. Fire another one at me.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Giant stuffed animals.
You actually have some story about this too. You didn't you get the Oh yes, we had this conversation. Tell me everything about the stuffed animals.
So, Black Friday, Tara and Kristen bought some giant stuffed teddy bears.
How many, Joel?
3.
All right.
So there's 3 on the couch. So
The big old honking stuffed
Yeah,
teddy
the
bears.
human-sized
monster
teddy
ones.
bears.
Yeah, like the 6-foot ones or something.
So someone moved the bears, put 2 of them on the thing. I'm like, okay. So I put one on the ottoman. I flipped the other one and put him on top of the bear. And didn't say a word. Tara didn't notice it.
Mouth-to-genital resuscitation is what he has going on here.
Kristen comes in like 2 minutes later. What the hell? They're teddy bears. I'm like, what?
Teddy bears in a 3-way, or what I like to call a menage a pas.
No, it's only 2. It's only 2 bears.
That ruins my joke when it's only 2. Damn it.
But that got me thinking, how do you feel about giant stuffed animals? Because you've got 2 daughters who one day might get a stuffed animal.
No, we have giant stuffed animals, and I slowly throw them away. I sneak them out of the house. We also stuffed animals are in a huge abundance in our house. Like there's so many of them that like they're towered up in all corners of the house. So I do like every so often I go through and I collect up all the stuffed animals and all the toys in general, and I just like start chucking them out. But I like pick and choose. Like what I'll do is I'll take like 5 or 6 of them, and then I'll wait a couple weeks, and then I'll take a couple more. So you right around like springtime when you get in that spring cleaning mode, like that's whenever I go through and start flushing all my stuff out. But I one time went through and took all these raggedy looking dolls and went, all right, garbage. And it turns out they were American Girl dolls. And when I found this out, I went, so what? Who cares? American Girl. Either way, they were dirty. They were garbage. They're apparently worth a lot of money. And I chucked them in the trash. They went straight in the dumpster. Yeah, I tossed out several American Girl dolls and did not know what that meant at all. So, what about you, Annie? How do you feel about the giant stuffed animals? Like the life-size one. Or in your case, twice life-size. They're double U.
You're breaking up
Yep,
again.
nope. Annie's out. All right. Moving forward. Did you see the stuffed animal bear that was like, it looks like it's monstrous and it says it's like 6 foot tall, and then they show it from a different angle and the legs are like 3 foot of the 6 foot tall? Did you see this one?
I have not.
Somebody was like scamming, selling these things on whatever, on like Amazon or something, and like advertising as these big bears, and they have them set so you see the feet and you see the teddy bear, and you think it's this monster one, and then like somebody bought it and they showed it from like the side angle instead, and it's like the legs are literally like half of what the teddy bear is.
That's awesome.
All right, moving forward. What else we got? Where are we at on time?
Maybe 10 more minutes.
All right. Annie still with us?
She hung up.
She died.
Oh, she's probably mad at me.
Yeah, call her back. This is awesome podcasting, let me tell you.
610. It's a Nashville number. All right, now 615.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess depending on where I am in the store, the reception's probably going to go in and out.
Do you just like shop while you listen to our show all the time? Every time we talk to you, you're like shopping.
Well, because it's usually on a Sunday that you guys do a show, and on Sundays I like to go to Target.
Plus, she's a secret shopper.
Are you a secret shopper?
I am.
Now that I'm Chinese, am I allowed to be a secret shopper? Is that exclusive to just us?
Who's us?
Us, the we people, the Chinese.
Oh my god. Not that I know of.
Do I have to learn Kung Fu?
I don't know it, but it would be beneficial.
She's not wrong there.
It would help.
It's definitely. I can think of several situations where it would come into play. Like if somebody tries to steal my purse, I could Kung Fu fight them and get my purse back. If I carried a purse. Do I have to start carrying a purse now? Or a satchel?
A man purse.
A merce, not to be confused with a male nurse. Do I have to get better at math? How good do I have to become at math to become Chinese?
God, I don't know because I'm not really good at math. They might actually deport me from being Asian.
You're gonna lose your card.
Oh my God! So, she texted me this picture of this math problem a couple nights ago.
Some Goodwill Hunting stuff.
Now I have a master's degree, and a bachelor of science. Pretty smart guy. I'm looking at third grade math going, the answer's not on this paper. I'm like,
Is this like for the kids? Like
Yes.
the kids have this math problem?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was first grade math. It was first grade math, and I couldn't figure it out. I had to email the teacher.
That's
Is it
awesome.
was it that weird Common Core stuff that they're teaching the children now, or?
No, they don't do the Common Core yet. I think that's like third grade or something like this. This is apparently fact families, and I didn't know anything about it being a fact family because it didn't say anything about it being a fact family.
This is one of the reasons I did not do well in math classes, because, here, solve this problem. There's like 10 ways to solve it. Which way do you want me to do it?
The right way.
The right way is to use a calculator.
All those years growing up, teachers were like, "You're not going to carry on a calculator with you all the time." Every phone on the
There's
planet.
only
has a
one
calculator.
instance where that is true. You know what that was?
What?
Red Planet.
Red Planet?
The movie Red Planet with Val Kilmer and Carrie-Anne Moss.
Listen, I watch a lot of movies, and you've like said 4 different movies in this episode that I have not seen.
Red
You
Planet.
made at least 4 references
In
to
the
something.
movie Red Planet, we trash the Earth, gonna terraform Mars, but something goes wrong. So
Who's in this movie?
Carrie-Anne Moss, Val Kilmer, and some other people.
All right, I don't remember it.
Anyway,
Well, Val Kilmer's in it, so it must be good.
it is.
It,
So they crash on this planet, right? And they don't know where they are. And Val Kilmer makes this math teacher tell us all these years. There might be that day where you don't have a calculator, you need to figure something out. And here we are.
Here's the day. I'm gonna break out my abacus. All right, give me something else.
If you could be any type of tomato, what would it be?
If I could be any type of tomato, that's the worst question ever.
Fine.
Beefsteak,
Do
obviously.
you want another question?
sun-dried.
If you could be any kind of chili pepper, what kind of chili pepper would
Roma tomatoes.
I think Annie's still on the 10-second delay. Do you have real questions, or are you just going to start asking me if I want to be different types of food? If I were to be a type of food, eggplant. Because of how insinuative it is. Annie, cherry pie?
If you had your tooth front teeth, what would you want for Christmas?
Wait, what was that question? If you had to lose your front
No.
teeth?
If you had your tooth front teeth, what else do you want for Christmas?
Because of the song, All I Want for Christmas is My 2 Front Teeth. Joel's become witty.
Then I would want to learn how to whistle. Yeah, because I can't whistle. Can't blow bubbles with gum either.
You can't blow bubbles gum? Seriously?
I can't whistle either.
Can you pat your head and rub your stomach?
I can do that.
10
I
points
can
out.
do that.
Do it,
Red
Joel?
Planet is an awesome movie.
Joel, can you do it?
And
Joel,
Do it.
Joel, come on.
I don't want to mess up.
Thing.
I don't want to mess up the.
Don't mind mess up the sweater.
You can't do it.
This is not machine washable. There's 2 sticks of hot glue in this thing.
That's more machine than it is machine washable.
Yes, it is.
Annie, can you pat your head and rub your stomach?
I think so, for maybe like 3 seconds.
Just lie and say you can't. We can't prove it anyways. All right, I interrupted you.
Until you get me on the show, and then we have to do it in like
When
a
are you coming on the
competition.
show? It's a
Huh?
quick 6-hour drive. It's a hop, skip, and a
I'm
jump.
coming over. I'm coming out there next weekend.
Next weekend, oh, good.
Yeah.
I think I have a thing next weekend.
You do.
I'm fairly certain one of my children
you have
was
your
born
birthday
around that
party.
time. Yeah.
Ah, crap! I gotta buy a gift card. I'll do it tomorrow.
What are you coming in next weekend for?
Just to visit, and then one of my other friends from Cal, she wanted to see me. I haven't seen her for a long time.
A friend I know?
I don't think so. She worked for the newspaper. Her name's Amanda.
She does not like long walks on the beach.
That I don't know. Annie, do you remember when I thought I was allergic to you?
Yes, vaguely.
And it ended up being your laundry soap?
Yeah, well, I used Tide.
I didn't make this story up. I just wanted to
I know
prove
you didn't
that I
make it up.
this
That's the
story
sad
up.
part. That's the sad part. You didn't make it up. I was hoping you made it up.
No, unfortunately, that is absolutely and totally true. That legitimately happened. I apologize for that. And now, being Chinese myself, I feel like I've offended and possibly could be allergic to myself.
So what kind of laundry soap do you use now?
You know what? I've gotten over the allergy, so I can use Tide again, but I don't even know what I use, honestly.
So I think you were probably using that as an excuse.
Did not spend time with you.
That
No.
seems like something you would do.
No, because you changed your laundry soap and it all was good. So no, I did. I used to be allergic to Mr. Bubble, the bath wash. I was allergic to that, and I was allergic to Tide laundry soap.
Did Mr. Bubble touch you in the wrong way? Is that why you're allergic to him?
He wishes. Mr. Bubble should be so lucky.
And we've done it.
Are we there?
Yep.
Is it time to call it quits?
Well, we can keep going, but...
Andy, do you want to do our outro?
Actually, Andy, do you have any questions for us?
None that I can think of right now. I really should just come up with a list and keep it on my phone so that I have it ready
You
for
should.
next time.
We enjoy questions. Did we get any comments we need to cover? Any questions?
I already covered them all.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Andy, do you want to do our outro? Thank everybody for joining us and tell them to join us next week.
Is it going to actually be next week or should it be next time?
No, next week.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for listening, everyone, and please join Joel and Joe and
Dwayne.
whoever else.
And whoever else. Dwayne will be here next week.
Next week, tune in. Stream of Consciousness.
Podcast. Joel gets
Podcast.
really grumpy if you don't say podcast at the end.
No, I can remember when you do it because you've done this like 20-some times.
Still don't know
Yeah,
what
and
to do.
I don't like talking like in public, so
You're
I get
not in
very
public.
uncomfortable.
You're just
I don't
on
like
the phone.
pooping in public.
Me either.
Did I tell you about Century 3?
No. We have
You
a
were at
minute.
Century 3? It's still open?
No, this is years ago. I was
Oh,
in
okay.
college. Went to Century 3, had to go to the bathroom. In the stall. Guy runs in, kicks the stall open, points at me, laughs, and runs off.
Oh my god.
Were you being punked?
Why did you not have the door
The
locked?
door was locked!
You just broke it down? Like,
Yes!
wow.
So,
Did you ever see the movie Welcome to the Dollhouse?
No, I have not.
There's a scene in there where this girl, they call her Wiener Dog, and they're like really mean to her, and there's like this guy that's a bully to her, and
Who's
into
Wiener
I think the
Dog?
girl's
Wiener Dog.
bathroom, and he goes, "I want to watch you shit."
What's the Harold and Kumar? Whenever they
Battle
hide in the
Ships?
bathroom and the girls are... Oh my god, dude. I laughed so hard I peed my pants watching that.
When they were playing Battleships.
Yes. That's one of the best scenes in any movie ever. All right, let's sign out of this one. Thanks, Annie. Thanks for joining us. Thanks,
Yep.
Dwayne, for being a
Thank
special
you.
guest for us.
Thank you for having me.
Bye,
And
guys.
we'll
See ya.
we'll see some of you next week. All right, join us next week on Stream of Consciousness Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and FM rate something.
Player
media.
FM.
Player FM,
Google.
and of course
Google
on
Play.
iPod,
iPad.
something or other.
Mhm.
iPad, iPod,
In the
iTunes,
App Store.
apps.
No, not the App Store.
On the App Store.
Do we need an app? Because I don't want to write an app.
Yes, we do then.
Fine.
All right, night everybody.
Good night.
Night.